Today, we delve into Neville Goddard's timeless teachings to unlock the secrets of manifestation through silent transformation. So, let's delve into a journey of silent manifestation, where we'll explore the power of imagination and living from the end to manifest anything you desire effortlessly. Neville Goddard's teachings offer profound insights into the art of manifestation. Let's simplify the process together. Many face the challenge of manifesting their desires, believing their circumstances are unique or their goals too grand. But Neville's wisdom unveils the simplicity of manifestation through imagination. Imagination, Neville teaches, is the gateway to creation. Through it, we can materialize the unseen, transforming desires into reality. Imagination, Neville proclaimed, is God. It encompasses all possibilities, even those beyond our past experiences. Let's break it down. Suppose you desire a life different from your present circumstances. Perhaps it's a thriving business, a lucrative job, or abundant wealth. Neville emphasized the omnipotence of imagination. Through it, we can construct new realities, transcending limitations and welcoming abundance. Neville Goddard spoke profoundly about the transformative power of self-concept. He taught that our self-concept, or the way we perceive ourselves, plays a crucial role in shaping our reality. According to Neville, when we embody the state of having, we become magnetic to our desires, effortlessly drawing them into our lives. But what does it mean to embody the state of having? It means to fully immerse ourselves in the feeling of already possessing our desires, even before they have physically manifested. It involves shifting our inner dialogue and beliefs to align with the reality we wish to create. For example, imagine someone who dreams of owning their own successful business. Instead of viewing themselves as someone struggling to make ends meet, they would embody the state of being a successful entrepreneur. They would see themselves as confident and capable, making wise decisions and attracting abundance effortlessly. By embodying this state of having, they create a powerful magnetic force that draws success and prosperity into their lives. Similarly, someone who desires a loving and fulfilling relationship would embody the state of being in love. They would see themselves as worthy of love, radiating positivity and openness to attract their ideal partner. By embodying this state of having, they become magnetic to love and create deep, meaningful connections effortlessly. But how do we embody the state of having? Neville emphasized the importance of imagination in this process. He taught that our imagination is the creative power that shapes our reality. By vividly experiencing our desires in our minds, we impress them upon our subconscious and align ourselves with their manifestation. For instance, if you desire financial abundance, you can use your imagination to visualize yourself living in luxury, enjoying the fruits of your success, and making a positive impact in the world. By consistently revisiting these desired scenarios in your mind, you impress them upon your subconscious and pave the way for their manifestation. Neville also emphasized the importance of persistence in imagination. He taught that by consistently revisiting desired scenarios, we reinforce them in our subconscious and create a fertile ground for their manifestation. It's not enough to imagine our desires once and then forget about them. We must continually immerse ourselves in the feeling of already having them. Moreover, Neville urged us to become aware of our self-concept and to consciously choose beliefs and thoughts that support our desires. Instead of dwelling on thoughts of lack and limitation, we can choose to focus on thoughts of abundance and success. By aligning our inner dialogue with our desired reality, we create a powerful energetic vibration that attracts our desires effortlessly. Your circumstances are not final. They are mere reflections of past assumptions. Embrace the fluidity of life, knowing change is inevitable. Neville Goddard urged us to pay close attention to the thoughts that occupy our minds. He emphasized the importance of becoming observers of our thoughts, recognizing that our inner dialogue has a profound impact on our outer reality. According to Neville, our thoughts are not merely idle chatter, they are the seeds from which our experiences grow. When we become observers of our thoughts, we gain insight into the beliefs and assumptions that shape our lives. We begin to notice recurring patterns and themes, both positive and negative, that influence our perception of ourselves and the world around us. By shining a light on these unconscious patterns, we can begin to challenge and transform them, aligning our inner dialogue with our desired reality. For example, if your dream is to start your own business, but you constantly doubt your abilities and fear failure, your inner dialogue may be sabotaging your success. By becoming aware of these limiting beliefs and replacing them with thoughts of confidence and resilience, you can shift your mindset from one of doubt to one of empowerment. Instead of dwelling on thoughts of failure, you can focus on thoughts of success and abundance, thereby manifesting your entrepreneurial dreams. Living from the end, as Neville described it, means embodying the state of wish fulfillment in our thoughts, feelings, and actions. It involves adopting the mindset and perspective of someone who has already achieved their desires, regardless of their current circumstances. To illustrate this concept, let's consider the example of someone who dreams of finding their soulmate. Instead of lamenting their single status and dwelling on thoughts of loneliness, they can choose to embody the state of being in a loving, fulfilling relationship. They can visualize themselves happy and content, sharing meaningful moments with their partner, and feeling deeply connected on a soul level. By consistently aligning their inner dialogue with this desired reality, they pave the way for the manifestation of their romantic dreams. Similarly, someone who aspires to financial abundance can adopt the mindset of wealth and prosperity, even in the face of financial challenges. Instead of focusing on thoughts of lack and scarcity, they can cultivate thoughts of abundance and success. They can visualize themselves living in luxury, enjoying the finer things in life, and making a positive impact in the world through their wealth. By aligning their inner dialogue with this vision of abundance, they open themselves up to the flow of prosperity into their lives. Living from the end requires faith and trust in the creative power of our thoughts and beliefs. It involves surrendering to the process of manifestation, knowing that our desires are already fulfilled in the realm of the imagination. By consistently aligning our inner dialogue with our desired reality, we create a powerful magnetic force that draws our dreams into manifestation. Imagine Stephanie desires a loving relationship. Living from the end would involve imagining herself already in that relationship. Neville Goddard's teachings center on the profound concept that our imagination has the power to shape our reality. According to Neville, what we vividly experience in our minds can ultimately manifest in our lives. Imagine your mind as a canvas, and your thoughts as the paintbrush. When you vividly imagine something in your mind, you are essentially painting a picture of that desired scenario onto the canvas of your consciousness. The more detail and emotion you infuse into your imagination, the more vivid and real it becomes. Neville often used the analogy of a seed and soil to illustrate this principle. He explained that just as a seed planted in fertile soil has the potential to grow into a flourishing plant, so too does a vividly imagined scenario have the potential to manifest in our reality. Our imagination is the soil in which our desires take root and grow into fruition. By immersing ourselves in the experience of our desired scenarios in our minds, we set into motion the creative forces of the universe. Our thoughts and emotions act as the catalysts that attract circumstances, people, and opportunities aligned with our desires. The key to effective manifestation, according to Neville, lies in the intensity of our imaginal acts. It's not enough to simply passively daydream about our desires. We must actively engage our senses and emotions to make the experience as vivid and real as possible. For example, if your desire is to own your dream home, don't just visualize the exterior of the house. Instead, imagine yourself walking through each room, feeling the warmth of the sun streaming in through the windows, smelling the aroma of freshly brewed coffee in the kitchen, and hearing the laughter of loved ones echoing through the halls. The more sensory detail you incorporate into your imagination, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. Neville also emphasized the importance of living from the end result of our desires. Rather than focusing on the lack or absence of our desires in our current reality, we must shift our awareness to the feeling of already having achieved them. By embodying the state of the wish fulfilled, we align ourselves with the frequency of our desires and attract them into our lives with greater ease. Furthermore, Neville taught that persistence in imagination is key to successful manifestation. It's not enough to imagine our desires once and then forget about them. We must continuously revisit and reinforce them in our minds until they become deeply ingrained in our subconscious. Think of your imagination as a muscle that grows stronger with exercise. The more you engage in imaginal acts and consistently revisit your desired scenarios, the more potent and effective your manifestation efforts become. It's like planting seeds in a garden and tending to them regularly. The more care and attention you give them, the more bountiful your harvests will be. Now, consider Sam, who seeks a high-paying job. Living from the end entails imagining himself already thriving in his desired role. Neville Goddard, a renowned teacher of manifestation, often stressed the significance of persistence when it comes to using our imagination. He believed that simply imagining something once wasn't sufficient to bring it into existence. Instead, he advocated for the continuous revisiting of our desired scenarios in our minds. Imagine your mind as a fertile garden, and your thoughts as seeds. When you plant a seed in the soil, you don't just leave it there and expect it to grow immediately. You must nurture it by watering it regularly, ensuring it receives enough sunlight, and protecting it from pests. Similarly, when you imagine something you desire, you must keep returning to it, reinforcing it in your mind, and nurturing it with your attention and focus. Consistently revisiting your desired scenarios is akin to programming your subconscious mind. It's like repeatedly inputting a command into a computer until it becomes ingrained in its system. The more you impress upon your subconscious, the more likely it is to manifest in your reality. Persistence in imagination is the key that unlocks the door to successful manifestation. It's not about imagining once and then passively waiting for it to materialize. It's about committing to the process wholeheartedly, day after day, until your desires become deeply rooted within your subconscious. By persistently revisiting your desired scenarios, you're not only reinforcing them within your subconscious but also strengthening your belief in their eventual manifestation. Doubt and uncertainty may arise if you only engage in sporadic visualization or give up too soon. However, by consistently impressing your desires upon your subconscious, you're cultivating unwavering faith in their realization. Persistence in imagination requires discipline and dedication, but the rewards are immeasurable. As Neville often reiterated, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and persist in that assumption. In other words, adopt the mindset that your desires have already been fulfilled, and continue to hold on to that feeling until it becomes your reality. You need not feel the state of having immediately. Persistence is key. Through regular imaginative acts, you acquaint your inner senses with desired experiences. Neville taught that imagination is reality. Trust the process, and watch as your imagined acts materialize in your physical reality. Silence your doubts and assumptions. Embrace the power of imagination to manifest your deepest desires silently. Neville's teachings remind us that our inner world shapes our outer reality. By harnessing the power of imagination, we transform dreams into tangible manifestations. You possess the power to manifest anything you desire silently. Trust in your imagination, and let the universe align with your dreams. Neville Goddard said, "If you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. Everything that comes into your mind in the form of an idea or thought is possible for you. And if you can imagine it to be yours, it will be yours." This is what the law of assumption says. And this technique actually works on the principle of the law of assumption. Here in this technique, you will make positive assumptions about your desire because according to Neville Goddard, assumptions harden into facts. You just have to believe that your assumptions are true. In the manifesting community, assumptions and imagination have great importance, and they are often discussed. Our actions are the result of our thoughts. So if we make positive assumptions about our desires, we will take positive action and ultimately, we will manifest whatever our desires are. Well, let me now discuss the technique step by step. The first step involves knowing your desire. Ask yourself what your desire is, and know the reason for it so as to get clear on it. When you know the reason behind your desire, it helps you better understand yourself and makes the best use of your imagination. You might have many desires, but here you need to decide what is best for you. Here you may get confused. But as I have told you, you should know the reason for each of your desires so that you can make a better decision. Let's say you want to manifest money. Why do you want to manifest money? What do you want to spend your money on? What do you want to buy using the money you want to manifest? This is how you get clear on your desire. And it is crucial because it helps you discover more of your desires. You want to manifest money. That means you want to buy a house, or you want to buy a car, or you want to start some business. You need to look into the details of your desire and inspect it from every aspect. Using this technique, you can manifest any of your desires, but as you know, you manifest using the power of your thoughts. You create thoughts and they become reality. So when you try to manifest many things at the same time, your mind gets confused. You were saying you want money, you were saying you want a job, you are craving love, and you also need a new house. All of it will make up your mind confused. So you should use this technique to manifest one desire at a time, and once one of your desires is manifested, you can use it for another. Otherwise, if you try to manifest multiple desires using this technique, you will get confused or your manifestation will take longer. So you have to decide what is the first desire that you want to manifest, and you have to get clear on it by inspecting it. This is the first step towards manifesting your desire. So when you are done with this step, you will love moving on to the second step. This step involves writing your intentions in the form of affirmations. Simply take a piece of paper and write your affirmations on it. I recommend using small sticky notes. Now, what is the best method for writing your intentions? You have to act as if you have manifested your desire. It has been done and now you are living it. For example, you desire to manifest a specific amount of money. Now you need to assume that you have manifested money. So in that situation, what should your affirmations be? So in that case, your affirmation should be like, I have manifested money. I have manifested $2,000. Or let's say you want to manifest a job. In that case, your affirmation should be something like, I'm thankful because I've gotten the job I desired. So that's how you can make affirmations and write them on a piece of paper or some sticky notes. The purpose of these affirmations is to remind you again and again that you have manifested so that your mind can believe it. You can put these affirmations on the wallpaper of your smartphone so that you can see them every time you check them. You can fix these sticky notes to the mirror of your bathroom so that whenever you go in and take a bath, you can read them again and again. You can fix these sticky notes somewhere in your bedroom, or even in your office in a place where you can see them most of the time. The main idea is to make your mind believe that you have manifested your dream, and this is the easiest and quickest method that requires almost no extra work. Well, now you can also speak these affirmations loudly when you are alone. You can say these affirmations to yourself at any time of the day when you are free. You can even write them down in your diary each day. When you do and repeat them each day, they will get imprinted in your mind and your mind will start believing that you have manifested your desires. You can combine affirmations with visualizations. The use of visualizations is a very powerful way to convince your mind that you have manifested your desire. Now the question is how you can use visualizations along with affirmations. Here simply you will imagine that you have manifested your desire, and you feel it real. You can create an imaginary scene if you want at any time of the day, you can imagine it. For example, if you wish to manifest a large amount of money, you can imagine a scene in which you receive a message on your smartphone, you unlock your smartphone, and as you read the message, your face glows because your bank account has been credited with $5,000. You take your debit card and go shopping, you buy all the things you want to buy, you pay your bills, you go to your favorite club and enjoy. You're not only imagined it but you make it all real, and you become happy. Feeling it real is the main part of the process. Remember that if you can't feel your visualizations is real, you can't manifest your desire. If you have any sort of doubt or negative thought, you will not be able to manifest your desire because negative thoughts keep you from manifesting your desire. It is necessary to visualize your desire with emotions and feelings. Because emotions have feelings, make your mind believe easily. Visualize each time for at least 10 minutes. Whatever scene you have written, visualize it again and again until your mind starts believing it. In the beginning, of course, your mind will resist. But when you keep imagining a scene again and again loaded with emotions and feelings, it will start believing it. The moment your mind believes it to be real, your desire will be externalized in physical form. Whenever you decide to visualize your desire, make sure you are calm and alone. And there is nobody to distract you. You will cut yourself off from the world when you visualize your desire and feel yourself a part of that scene. How does it feel when you receive a message on your smartphone, notifying you that your account has been credited? $5,000? How do you feel when you repay your loans? How does it feel when you pay your bills and buy all the things that you wanted to buy? You have to deeply feel those emotions and internalize them. Let me say that once you internalize these feelings, your desire will automatically be externalized. Neville Goddard says that if you can create something in your imagination, you can easily create something in your 3D world. Because the actual world is your imagination and the world outside of you is the reflection of your inner world. Even the people in your life and around you are your reflection. If you want them to behave differently toward you, you will have to change yourself, and their behavior will automatically change. You are the master of your life and the master of the whole world. Your whole life is the creation of your thoughts. The events that occurred in your life are created by your thoughts. And he says that when you imagine something, it becomes the mirror of your imagination. The fact is that life brings us only those experiences that match our belief system because it is a law that exists everywhere. No matter what your belief is, life will bring you hundreds of evidence to strengthen it. So now you have to believe that your desire has been manifested and that you are living it even though it hasn't been manifested. When it becomes your belief, it is externalized into the outer world, and you start experiencing it in your real life. So now here's this technique. You have got to take some sticky notes, write your intentions on them and fix them in your home, in your bedroom, or somewhere in your home and in your office. You can read these affirmations aloud whenever you see them so that your affirmations can get passed on to your subconscious mind. And you can make this process effective by combining it with the use of visualizations. And affirmations are the two most effective ways of putting your desired thoughts in your mind. Affirmations are only words, but when you combine them with visuals, they work beyond your expectations. So this is the whole process, and it takes a few days if you are consistent and believe positively about your desire. No matter what your desire is, you can use this simple technique to attract and materialize it in your life. Your beliefs will materialize your desire into the external world in physical form. If you have a big desire, you must be more consistent because it may take longer. And if you don't believe positively in it, it is never going to happen. The 3D world you live in represents your own self, and you always have the option to have a different life. If for now you are suffering from pain, anxiety, or depression, you can easily get rid of it. What Neville Goddard says is a new reality is just a thought away. Just think from a different perspective. Act upon a different idea and see how things change. You know that a single thought can change your life. So you need to work on your thoughts and monitor them. The main purpose of the method that I've shared with you here is to change your thoughts. You manifested your current life because of your thoughts. You can imagine a scene before taking action of what would happen after you have manifested your desire, what you experience in your life, how people react to your situation, and what they think of you is a reflection of yourself. Different manifestation. Teachers have stated this in their own words, and have explained it in different ways. But it is easy to understand. And it really makes sense and sounds true. In other words, this phrase can be translated as you can't blame other people for the things and circumstances you are experiencing in your life. Because you have got the power to change the situation. You are the master of your life. The life you are now living is a result of decisions you made in the past. So what's happening to you right now is because of you. If you had taken a different decision, your situation would be different. Now, this is a really hard concept for those people who have grown up thinking and believing that other people are responsible for their situation and the circumstances of their lives. But it is true. So if you want to live a different life, make a decision, take a step. And then you will change the whole scenario. So don't blame anyone for anything that happened to you. And know that a new life, new experiences, and a new reality are just a step away. If you have got the courage to take that step, you will not suffer anymore. In one of his lectures, Neville Goddard said, "Learn to control your wonderful imagination, and you will discover that the whole vast world is yourself pushed out." Now guys, this is really very interesting. If you can understand what it means, you will definitely start seeing the whole vast world from a different perspective. As you know, our actions are a result of our imagination and our beliefs, right? And your whole life is the result of your actions and decisions. So we can modify the original saying and transform it into a new one, such as your whole life, including your experiences, and all the circumstances of your life is a result of your imagination. And if you had a different imagination, your life would be different now. So in other words, we can say that you can change your reality by changing your imagination, your perspective, and the way you see things. It is hard to believe. But in fact, it is true that what happens in our lives is because of our own decisions and actions. And even in some cases, our reactions and behavior. It is true and makes sense when it is put to practical use. And this philosophy is proved by scientists as well. You know, according to science, each of us experiences the world differently. It's because we all have different imaginations, different perspectives, different mindsets and beliefs. Your mind narrates your story to you, based on the beliefs you have about a particular situation. You see, it is obvious that different communities can view one person differently. There isn't one truth to how a person is perceived. Now you see, while we might love one person, that particular person is hated by other people. Some things are good for us. But the same things are hated by other people in the world. So it's all our imagination that shapes our reality. We can change how we see the world by changing our imagination, our way of thinking and our opinion. That's why Neville Goddard said that consciousness is the only reality if you want to change the situation and circumstances of your life, or if you want to have different experiences. And in that case, you will have to work on yourself. You can make the situation different by changing your imagination and thinking because your reality depends upon what's inside your head. You might not change the world or you might not change your situation. But if you have a different perspective and a different opinion, you can make things appear differently to you. That's how you can change your whole life by changing your imagination and thinking. Now I will explain to you how you can use this philosophy to manifest a better version of yourself, a better life, or anything that you desire. You know, it's not a manifestation technique, but you can surely manifest anything in your life. If you believe in this philosophy and do the things that said, we know that you are in control of your mind and your imagination, then you know what the exact cause of your present situation is? Knowing that your reality is a product of you, your imagination inspires you to work on developing the desired imagination that will allow you to manifest your desire. What I'm saying is that if you want to manifest a specific goal in your life, you have to look into your mind and figure out what you believe about that thing. What do you think about your desire? If your imagination supports your desire, then you can easily manifest it. Remember that you are always in control of your reality, rather than thinking it is what happens to you. And it all helps you focus on your present moment, rather than worrying about your future. The answer you have been looking for years is within you. When you want somebody to behave well towards you, have to change yourself, because the behavior of others is a reflection of your own. If you want to change others' behavior towards you, you have to change your behavior first. If somebody behaves towards you in a non-ideal way, don't react to it in a bad way. You can simply change their behavior by reacting in a particular way. Visualize a situation in which they are behaving the way you want. It doesn't necessarily mean you are controlling them. When you change how you react to them, they will also change their behavior because the world is a reflection of you. So you can employ this philosophy to manifest everything you want. When you know how to change your perspective, and you dare to change your mindset, then you can manifest your desired outcome. This phrase is really amazing. And it has helped a lot of people in the world to change their mindset in order to change their reality. Everything that happens to you is linked to your mindset and your imagination. You know, many people in their lives keep on suffering due to their own actions and decisions. But if they try to fix their imagination, they can come out of the bad situation. It's an easy process. If you do this, you will see instant results. In most cases, the majority of situations, circumstances and experiences are a result of our actions, behaviors, mentality, imagination, thoughts, and opinions. So in some cases, our imagination is the main suffering or problem for us. If we change our perspective and opinion, we will get rid of what we are suffering from. Remember that it all starts with your imagination. You are the master of your life and the creator of your reality. If you don't change yourself, you will keep on suffering. A new life with new experiences is just a step away. It involves changing your imagination. So take that first step and shift your reality. Now, before we finish the video, let's hear two of the most famous Neville Goddard's quotes that will make us understand more about this topic. Change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself, and they will confirm the change. And the second one is stop trying to change the world, since it is only the mirror.